So this is the inception of MOSA right here, right now. The past few weeks, or in fact past few months, the community here has been working on something that nobody really knows what it's exactly going to be, but we have an idea what it could or should become. Yep. So the vision is that MOSA should become the most valued technology and startup event in Taiwan. The purpose is to be the world leader in innovation. And this goes for Taiwan now. Taiwan already is one of the world leaders in innovation. But in fact, to be honest, very few people know about this. So, do you have iPhone? Right. It's a company that makes iPhones right here, and everybody knows Foxconn. And Foxconn is even known out in the world, kind of. But there's so many more companies in Taiwan that are supplying, let's say, the lens of the iPhone, or another little piece of here or there, or it's the Taiwanese National Space Agency that is flying rockets to Elon Musk and SpaceX. In fact, next year they are launching 2 rockets, one in January and one in December. And these kind of things are quite unknown around the world, and Taiwan has been, supplying other big brands, if it's Nike or if it's something else. And I'm just thinking, what if Taiwan kind of stops being the supplier, but actually start thinking about design and branding? And yes, we have companies like HTC doing their own phones. Well, yeah, they're not really doing well right now, but they will come back, and they will come back with a new thing. I hope their new thing is going to be virtual reality. Do you know VR? Have you heard about VR, right? And they've made partnership deals with Valve, which is a software company. So there is a comeback for sure for these older legacy companies. So basically the benefit of this event that we're aiming is overcoming downfall. I mean, HTC is definitely having a little downfall right now, but I think if we communicate this and we have HTC talking about the future of VR at the conference, and it's convincing to the community of developers and designers that, yeah, this is a platform that we would like to work with. So that might help overcoming this downfall. Values, next generation. So one thing, this is an event, but it is not an event organized by government. It's extremely important thing to have these startup events organized by the community independently. Because what happens with governments, not just in Taiwan, but around the world, they come and go. Every new government comes in and implements their own policy. Oh, now we have to delete everything, and then we have to start this again. And we need to make another new event because this is going to be my event. And then the next government comes, this is my event, and so on and so on. So when I earlier said that this, for the past few months, have been a little kind of a struggle or a battle or issue with this event, it means, if I may share this a little bit, initially I was invited to Taiwan to organize Slush, and I was very happy about this because at the same time I found myself Taiwan a place to be for a while, and I've been comparing countries for the last few years, visiting them, spending 1 week in one country. Now I'm at 82 countries, and I have this little matrix that I'm comparing, and Taiwan has been ranking very high. And a lot of my friends are asking why, like why Taiwan ranks so high. And yeah, it's just like a feeling. But also, if you think it's extremely comfortable to live here, Taipei, just a few million people. It's not that packed. It's well positioned all across Asia Pacific. Tonight I'm flying to Australia at midnight. It's just 8 hours away. I'll come back next week. It's a small island. I like small nations. I myself from 1 million people country, originally from Estonia, but then I moved to Finland, which is 5 million people. I think smaller nations, they move fast, they adapt. And then what else? you can go in an hour drive by the ocean and go swimming or surfing. You can go hiking in the mountains. So the lifestyle here is really good. So yeah, coming back to the point that the government reached out and said, hey, let's do Slush here, because they came to Slush 2014 in Finland and said, yep, we want to have this here in Taiwan. And they reached out and we started talking, okay, fine, let's make this huge, massive event here in Taiwan. But soon I realized, after I arrived here in May, that I don't think Taiwan really needs Slush. Because Slush is a story that resonates in Finland, and Slush means melting snow, and the philosophy is, oh, it's so dark and it's so cold in Finland, but hey, the country embraces it and comes together and puts this big event together. So Taiwan should have their own story to tell. And in fact, the name MOSA, some people ask, what does it mean? And it doesn't really mean anything. It's just four letters, MOSA, and that's it. We didn't come up with a name ourselves either. It was around June or July where things started to take place, and we made this Google Docs that we shared on Facebook and reached out to the community, and we got more than 100 names, proposals how to call this thing that we didn't even know exactly what it's going to be. But and then the top 20 names were given back to the community to vote, and there were 256 votes, and MOSA was number one, the most favorite. So essentially it's kind of like Slush event, but it's owned and run by the community here. What MOSA is going to offer to the partners and speakers and everyone interested is an audience, a very, very advanced audience, and also access to the community. If we're expecting something like 800 people this year, hopefully, it's in Huashan. I hope I pronounced it well, Huashan. So for, let's say, companies like, I don't know, HTC, Foxconn, I'm mentioning the same ones, or Yahoo or IBM here in Taiwan. If they want to speak out, then this is their platform, this is their stage.